You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcast.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly, mostly classic TV, especially bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, Destroy All Television. Get it at damnshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Hey, go. We should tell about this. Do it again. Ready?
3,
2,
1,
go.
Okay.
That's as good as you're getting.
All right.
Hey! Here I is. So, how are things?
Great. Would but it were. You never saw that, did you?
What?
Hail Caesar.
No.
The Coen Brothers film with Josh Brolin, where he plays a fixer who works for the movie studios back in the World War II time.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh Brolin's the guy who fixes problems. George Clooney's in it.
Oh, no. I got to check it out.
The guy that played Han Solo.
Right.
Yeah. And and Ray Fiennes. And he's the guy that played Han Solo. I forget his name. But he plays a cowboy actor.
Mm-hmm.
A Western actor. And the studio wants to turn him into doing more than just Westerns.
Mm-hmm.
And they got him, they put him in like this romantic drama. And Ray Fiennes is the director.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a line that says, would but it were, or would but it were. And he says it with like, would but it were. and so Ray Fiennes goes, no, say it like I say it. Would but it were. And he goes, would but it were. Would but it were. Would but it were. Would but it... Why are you moving your hands? Well, you're moving. And it goes back and it's a fucking great scene that just goes back and forth of him trying to get him to say the line right.
That's funny.
I was going, man, this thing. And George Clooney plays an actor. What's his face is in it as well. What the fuck was he in? Magic Mike, G.I. Joe. What the fuck's his guy's name?
John Cena?
No. Real actor, not like stunt. What the fuck's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
He was in G.I. Joe 2. He was in Magic Mike. He was one of the main Magic Mike people. Magic Mike people. He was in that. He was in 21 Jump Street, the movie.
Right. Calvin, not Calvin.
Not Calvin. Calvin Ripken.
Dude, you have a computer right in front of you. Why aren't you just whipping this out like IMDb?
I didn't feel like it.
Not Heath Ledger.
No, close. Heath Ledger type.
Yeah. That's what I mean. What's the name? Rodeo Johnson.
21 Jump.
Cameron.
Channing Tatum.
That's it. Channing Tatum.
That's what it is.
Fair enough.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
All right. Well, let's start the show instead of talking wasting this on the preamble.
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Count me in.
3, 2.
Hey, and welcome to Destroy All Movies, episode 334. I think we were wrong last time.
Yes, we were. It was actually 333 even on the show, even though on the show we said 334.
Now it's 334.
Yes, now it's 334.
So,
you see this?
Good for us.
You see this?
That's a microphone.
Yes, but I busted out the old MXL 990.
Nice. Kicking it old school.
Yeah, that's right. We recorded many a show on this mic.
That's right. Is that my good one, or is that...
No, your good one was blown.
See?
Yeah.
See what happens when I leave? It all falls apart.
But old reliable MXL 990.
There you go. What's up, people? I'm Richie.
I'm Jim. And I'd just like to say the MXL 990 is a fine podcasting microphone. And you can get it. It's under $100.
Yeah, if you're gonna podcast or do any sort of vocal recording,
it's a very good mic. We've had it for many years.
We were there. It has many steps and columns. It was most tranquil. Oh my God!
He also loves billiards.
He loves San Dimas. Oh my God! So, dude, I'm telling you, the first time I drove through San Dimas, I was giddy. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Like,
you actually drove through San Dimas?
Every time you go to Palm Springs, you got to drive through San Dimas.
Oh, do you yell out the window, San Dimas High School football rules?
The first time I drove by the high school. I had to pull off. Elizabeth had to go to the bathroom, so we pulled off and went to a CVS, and we were right down the street from the high school. I'm like, I'm totally going to San Dimas High School. So I drove by and screamed, San Dimas High School football rules.
Man, I hope that movie's funny.
Yeah. So yes, if you're going from to Palm Springs from the Bay Area, you cut through Pasadena, and then you go down from Pasadena. You go down, and you're in and out of San Dimas like super quick. But yeah, I was all about San Dimas. I was giddy. I was like, this is so cool.
There were computers
and technology.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, what's on the show today?
Well, I wanted to, speaking of old shows like that, what's on the show today is we're going to be discussing The Old Guard. The Old Guard? Yes.
Does anybody know this movie is out there? Or?
Dude, this thing, they said on Netflix.
This broke Netflix?
Yes, it was huge. Huger than, what's that one we did with Helmsworth? Extraction.
Oh, Extraction.
Yeah.
So this was a Netflix original?
Yes, this is a Netflix original. And because I guess they decided to just release it on streaming. I think it was supposed to go in the theaters.
Was it bigger than Adam Sandler's Six Hombres or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Because that broke Netflix when it came out.
Right, but this I think was like really big.
All right.
That they said that's why it's possible there could be more of them.
Oh, let's hope.
Yeah, it was the top streamed item on the over its first weekend. It was the top streamed item.
Okay,
and it was on pace to be viewed by 72 million households in its first 4 weeks.
Wow.
Among the top 10 most successful original launches in the platform's history.
Wow. Movie theaters.
Yeah. Well, whatchamacallit we were talking about. Kingsman, The Kingsman.
Right.
They say in theaters August,
Right.
and that's not. I'm saying
No. Bill and Ted's is supposed to be in August too.
Yeah. Well, Tenet, which they pushed back, Christopher Nolan's new film that no one really knows what it's about.
Yeah, but it has to be seen in theater.
It has to be seen in theaters. It has been postponed indefinitely.
For 13 years.
Indefinitely. They said they will announce when it's going to come out, but they had problems. They said the problem is no one's going to go see it in a movie.
That's funny.
That's why when I see it's coming out in August 2nd in theaters, and I said, well, 5 days later I'll be streaming it because no one's going to be seeing it in the theater.
Right. So what else we got? Any emails?
No. Well, we kind of got an email. We got a thank you from KO because I sent him the link to the old episodes.
So no emails.
But he said, make sure you knew that he sent that
email. Okay.
So.
Wow.
Yeah. So, what's new? I just recently got Apple TV Plus because I upgraded my iPhone, and you get it. It says it right inside the phone when you go in the settings. Or when you go into Apple TV, it says you qualify for a free year of Apple TV Plus.
Nice.
Now I'm going to get to watch that Greyhound movie, that Tom Hanks World War II sub hunt movie. He's like captain of a ship or something, and they're being chased by a submarine.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll get to see that. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so something was coming out on Hulu that I wanted to see. I just heard it somewhere. Now I can't remember it. I'm drawing a blank. What good am I? I'm no good. That's what I am. Oh, I wanted to talk about. We were talking about old movies earlier.
Right. I want to talk about Heat.
I caught one of those Josh Gad, Where Are They Now? Shows.
Yeah.
He does this thing on YouTube where he reunites old TV show people over Zoom.
Right.
TV shows and movies. And I caught the last episode, and it was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And he had him and Cameron and Simone and
really
the sister.
What about Ferris?
Yeah, I said him, Ferris.
Oh,
yeah, Matthew Broderick, and I thought it was interesting. I said, oh, I got to see more. I got to flip through more of these. He did like a little season of them, and it was interesting because I recently watched Biloxi Blues because my wife did not never saw it. So we watched Biloxi Blues, and they show on the Josh Gad thing a still picture of him doing Biloxi Blues on Broadway. And the guy that plays the jerk, the big soldier, he was in the play.
Oh, nice.
But also sitting right next to Matthew Broderick is Cameron.
Oh.
They were both in that play together.
Oh, okay.
And they got Ferris Bueller right after that.
Oh, wow.
So
Wachowski played Wachowski.
Yeah, exactly. What was that?
I see.
Wachowski. Ooh. He's the biggest man. He's the biggest man in the company.
You're not going to have many friends here, Jerome, but I'm going to be one of them.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, so that really surprised me. I was going,
Happy Al Malagueña to you. Oh my God.
but that's not my favorite line from that movie.
Rooney wasn't going to be in that reunion show. Rooney, calm down.
Yeah, I don't think they'd let him out.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite line from Biloxi Blues is, of course, you eat what you take what you want, but you eat what you take. We don't waste food here.
This is the first food I was afraid of.
So watch that. This is hot. This is Africa hot.
This is Africa.
Tarzan couldn't take this heat. I also watch Wag the Dog again.
Oh, I have that on my phone. That's one of my go-tos.
And
Albania. That rhymes.
That rhymes.
Albania is hard to rhyme.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do about it?
Are we locked into this Albanian? Because I can do a lot with Italy.
Yeah, Italy. Give them the boot. Maybe it's a shoe thing. Do you vote? No. Why not? Well, when Major League Baseball had the thing, the vote for your favorite player, I voted for Boot Powell. I didn't get in. It just didn't sit well with me.
Do you vote? No. Do you vote? No. I'm very claustrophobic. I can't go to.
Yeah, small booths. Very cool. Do you vote? I vote for the Academy Award, but I never win. He's mobilizing the Sixth Fleet. Connie, can I talk to him? He's mobilizing the Sixth Fleet. Yeah, I keep telling all these young, activists. I said, you ever watch Wag the Dog? And they're like, no, what's that? I said, you should watch Wag the Dog. I said, it's a little too real lately. Watch Wag the Dog.
Yeah.
They were like, well, I had one person that they were like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you see.
That was, what's his face? Mamet. David Mamet.
Yeah. Yep. Great movie.
Great writer.
Yeah. So let's.
Have you watched anything lately?
No, I watched The Old Guard.
I watched.
No, man, I've been putting up ceiling fans and doing all sorts of home stuff and dimmers and.
You know what I've been watching?
Tell me.
Christmas in July, baby.
Ay vey. So.
Right before we got on, Christmas Under Wraps was playing.
I've been playing a lot of guitar because my wife watches a lot of Christmas in July. So I will sit there with my headphones on and play guitar with my little amp and headphones and let her enjoy her Christmas in July. Although I did tell her I am no longer watching any Hallmark Christmas movie that claims to be a Christmas movie and is not a Christmas movie. So there you go.
So how will you know until you actually see watching the movie?
Well, Snow Bride.
Yes.
Not a Christmas movie.
Oh, but it's a great movie.
Fuck that.
They do Christmas shopping in it.
Not a Christmas movie. What's the other one? 12 Men of Christmas. I told you that?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Christmas.
Well.
So anything, that stupid 9 Lives of Christmas, nothing to do with Christmas.
Okay. You got me on that one.
All right. 9 Lives of Christmas is out. It's not 9 Lives of Christmas. It's 9 Lives of Dating. It's 2 idiots with cats end up dating. That's it. Fuck that movie.
Well, if you want to hear more Christmas talk,
I might have to do a show because I got a lot of shit to say.
It's Christmas in July. I think we're recording a second Christmas in July episode tomorrow.
Tomorrow I got band practice, but man, I would love nothing more to come on and discuss some Christmas in July. What bullshit it is. Although I don't know if I can come on because you probably have to watch your language.
Well, you do because it is not an explicit podcast.
What? Then I can't come
Wait,
on.
what podcast are we talking about? Hallmark's the Spot.
Hallmark's the spot. Yeah, they just broke 100 kids.
We're creeping up. We're creeping up. Hey, we had to start somewhere too. Remember when we were celebrating that we had like 25 downloads?
Yeah, but that was over. My God, how long ago was that? 2007.
Yeah, well, that's when we started the show.
Yeah, but that's podcast was in its infancy then. I just couldn't believe that. I still can't believe that people listen to us.
It was not that. No, it's not like we were the first podcast on the air.
No. I'm just saying podcasting was in its infancy at the time. That was pre-Kevin Smith.
No, it wasn't. Right. No, it wasn't.
He had a podcast before we did?
We around the same time was the first podcast.
Around the same time?
Yeah. I think he started in the same year. I'm not sure where.
I think we beat him by a couple months.
I don't know. Well, I doubt he got. But there was already Mark Maron was already on and all.
Yeah,
that.
I know, but that was there.
Yeah. Oh, come on! We weren't the pioneers of podcasting.
I'm not saying we were pioneers, but Hallmark's the spot. You guys should be like having hundreds of crazy bored housewives who watch that shit religiously, downloading your nonsense.
We do have hundreds.
No. I said hundreds of thousands.
Oh, we don't have hundreds of thousands on this show.
Of course not, because we talk gibberish. I'm just talking. You have
hundreds of thousands.
You have a podcast that is like you cornered the market. Like that's it. You talk about Christmas in July. You know everybody's
no. We talk about Hallmark movies. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It just happens to be Christmas in July now.
So
just go to damnshow.co and you can take a listen. We got 5 episodes.
They got 5 episodes in
iTunes, Overcast, all your favorite.
Give them a
Spotify.
Give them a nice.
We're all over
review.
the place.
Well, all over the place is, that's.
We're available all over the place.
There you go. I'm very proud of them for doing it. It's a good thing.
Oh, look at you with the condescension.
I wasn't condescending.
Please.
No, I'm serious. I'm happy that you guys.
No, that was a good. That was a good for you.
No.
Yes,
seriously. I mean, it's family friendly. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal.
It is family friendly.
Because I can't be on no podcast with family friendly talk about fucking 9 Lives of Christmas.
I actually I cut a piece out where I talked about one of the women's large butt.
Why?
Because she had quite a large butt, and I brought it up. I said, she's had a. You
can't talk about a butt. You didn't say ass and that you wanted to stick it in it. You just said she had a big butt.
It was too sexist.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ! What's wrong with being sexy?
Sexist. Oh, so Hallmark's spot. You go to damnshow.co. That's damnshow, DAMSHOW.co, the home of this podcast and the and our sister podcast, Hallmark's the Spot, part of the Damn Junior Podcast Network.
I'm gonna have to download them because I haven't heard any of them.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to listen to one of them. So do you guys talk like?
Well, like the one you want, you can either listen to the one that would interest you is either the first one, where we talk about a couple of movies, but then get to our top 10 favorite Hallmark movies. And the last one, the Christmas in July episode, we did.
Wait, time out.
Trading.
Time out. top 10 Christmas Hallmark movies or just Hallmark movies?
No, Hallmark movies. 90% of them were Christmas.
Okay. You shouldn't have any other Hallmark movie you like, other than a Christmas movie. Why are you watching Hallmark movies?
Because that's the point of the show, is we watch the weekly new movie on Hallmark and then review it.
So do you talk like the Schweddy sisters when you...
No, I talk.
No?
I talk much like I'm speaking now.
Welcome to Hallmark's The Spot with James and Ellie.
No.
Here on Hallmark's The Spot, we will be spotlighting a great Christmas movie. Yes. Get it? We'll be spotlighting Hallmark's The Spot. Oh, puns, they're so fun. How are you today? Oh, I am good. So you sound like you're talking to Matisse, like the doctor from Beverly Hills, Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Oh, Matisse, how are you?
Yeah. Well, it's nothing like that.
No, it would be awesome if it was like that. We should do one like where all we do is talk like that. That would be great.
You think it would be great? People wouldn't want to listen to that. Oh, it'll be great. No one will listen to the show anymore. It's going to be so good.
Dude, that would be hysterical.
All right, you work on the script for that one.
Spot. My co-founder, James, we will be diving into the Christmas extravaganza of July. So we will be spotlighting our top 10 favorite Christmas in July movies. Yes, that is what we will be doing here on Hallmark's The Spot.
See, I'm falling asleep. What good is that? What good is the podcast with 100% that? No good. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
All right.
I'm going to talk
haven't watched
about this.
television. Let's go.
I watched Seinfeld today.
Great.
Summer of George was on.
He's going to get a big wheel of cheese and take a bite right out of it.
Yep. That and the Summer of George was on, and the Drake was on. Love the Drake.
Oh, the Drake. Oh, was the Drake here? Did we miss the Drake?
There was Drake, yeah. They're real and they're spectacular.
I was watching a Hallmark movie.
Shocking.
Non-Christmas. And
Sad.
It was supposed to take place in New York, and one of the guys is kind of like supposed to be a New York lawyer.
Right.
And he says a line that killed me when he said it, because there was this one, the love interest, the woman, is there in their office, and they said, "Well, we're not going to be ready for you till tomorrow. So why don't you go, sightsee and stuff, look around New York." Right. And the other guy says, "Yeah, you can't come to New York without taking a bite, huh?" Oh, you can't. Wow. You can't come to the Big Apple. Oh, I blew the line. You can't come to the Big Apple without taking a bite.
Which nobody in New York would ever say, ever. That sounds like a Dice Clay thing. I was waiting for the end. So nobody comes to the Big Apple without taking a bite. Yeah. Movies.
The old guard.
Oh yeah. All right. So I thought this movie was gonna suck. And
okay, before you say anything about it, why did you think it was gonna suck?
I didn't read the synopsis or anything beforehand.
Was it the title? Was
No.
it?
The beginning with when they met the CIA guy, I'm just like, is it going to be more of the CIA?
I
nonsense?
thought what I was saying is I thought going in you thought it was gonna suck. Like before.
No, like the first scene.
Okay.
Where I was just
Then
like,
before we get to the
on.
first scene, this is a 2020 American film based on and actually this is interesting because Greg Rucka is the creator of the comic.
Right.
And he actually wrote the script for the movie, which rarely ever happens. That could be why it was better than expected because he, the guy who created all these characters was able to write the screenplay. All right. And this stars Charlize Theron, of course.
The lovely Charlize Theron.
Kiki Lane, Marwan Kenzari, Luca Marinelli. What the fuck was that guy's name in whatchamacallit? Notorious Bastard.
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards, yes.
I don't know what Notorious Bastards are, but Inglorious Bastards I've seen.
What is the Italian name that they keep?
Anthony Margheriti.
What was that?
Anthony Margheriti.
Yeah, that's Margheriti.
Say that again. Margheriti. And you are Dominic DeCoco, of course.
Yes. Well, I blew that anyway. I was going to throw that one in right after Luca Marinelli, but then I couldn't remember the name, and I ruined the joke. And
man, you are James is batting 1,000 tonight here on Destroy All Movies.
Harry Melling is also in it, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. I got to
There you go.
He's the CIA guy.
Yes.
You might remember him as Morgo in Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And many other things. He's been in 12 Years a Slave and other... He was in that anti-Christmas movie that I still say is not a Christmas movie. Even though...
What?
The British
Nine
one.
Lives of Christmas?
No, the British one.
What British one?
My wife likes it a lot. It's a British Christmas movie, comedy, romantic comedy-ish.
Yeah.
All about them. What the fuck is the name of that goddamn movie?
You're fucking batting 1,000 tonight, Jimmy.
Let's see. Where is his fucking filmography? I'm looking up a Geofor there. Doctor Strange. He was in The Martian. 12 Years a Slave. He was in Salt. He was in Endgame. He was in Endgame?
Yeah, they brought him back, remember?
Oh man. Yeah. I'm not sure who he was in. Let's see. American Gangster. Love Actually. God.
Oh my God. You all this time for that, dude? No one cared.
I couldn't remember it.
All right.
Okay. So what's this movie about? Well, I heard an interview. They were on Fat Man Beyond. Kevin Smith was interviewing Greg Rucka. And he was talking about, writing the movie and stuff like that. And I said, oh, that sounds interesting. And he said, it just came out on Netflix. And I said, oh, I'm going to have to look it up. And when I saw it, I said, oh, this is a little bigger than I expected. We're going to have to watch this. Because I never heard of the comic, but I haven't read comics in
Right.
15, 20 years, other than the occasional one. And I watched this, and it, like you said, it opened up with the CIA guy. And a part he's kind of played in a couple of other movies, like in the movie Serenity, which
I've
is
never seen it.
based on Firefly.
Okay.
He was in that, and he was kind of like a government guy, but not doesn't have a lot of ethics.
Yeah.
This kind of part.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of Doctor Strange, he becomes a villain again, even though
See?
you liked him. You liked him up until up until the end there, and then like a villain, but not like an evil villain. Just someone
Right.
with an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's played that part. And you learn about this group of people led by Charlize Theron, or Andy, as she's called.
The lovely Charlize Theron.
And she plays Andy, or Andromache of Scythia, which I guess was her original name way back in the olden days. And I can say that because these people don't die.
Nope.
They're kind of like Highlander-ish, where
all right,
you shoot them and they come back to life, and they kill you anyway. And it turns out they've been working as a group of mercenaries since the olden days, trying to they take jobs that they think is helping mankind.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say mercenaries or something else.
Yeah. And it goes, they're starting to, like, Charlize is starting to get a little tired of the old, the life.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't think they're helping.
Right.
And it's harder and harder to hide in the information age.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tougher for them to remain anonymous.
They're like the A-Team.
Exactly.
Just less cool.
That's right. They're like the A-Team.
Just less cool.
Yes, they are less cool than the A-Team. They didn't have as strong and distinct personality types like the A-Team.
No.
The crazy one. The mean one.
Exactly.
The schmoozer.
Right.
So they have this dream. They all have this dream of a person all at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they are trying to piece together, because it happens when a new immortal is born. Basically. Yeah, they have some sort of psychic connection to them. Mm-hmm. And they track down it. There's a Marine, Niall Freeman, in Afghanistan, and she is negotiating with some of the locals, and she gets her throat slit.
Right. She finds the guy that they were looking for, right, shoots him, and then he slits her throat in his dying breath.
Right. Then she goes to the hospital and she dies. And then she gets reborn again and all healed up, and everyone's treating her like something like she's
like she has some disease.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wouldn't you, if that was your best friend, would you go, isn't that great?
Yeah.
What just happened?
Dude, you can't die. That's awesome.
Great. That's good. I didn't want you to die.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man, I'd be like, you go in first.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd go on many a mission with you. It was like, you go in first.
Yeah. Go in there. Take care of it.
Yep.
I'll watch.
She walks in. Yeah, she walks in, and a sniper goes, yep, we got a sniper.
Yeah. Could you just go walking out there? We'll try to, so we can track them down.
Yeah. Just, yeah, I know it hurts and all, but still, you get to live.
That's right.
Come on, I'll get you one of those cookies you like later. Huh? Oh.
But there is a cartoon villain in this movie.
Yes.
The British pharmaceutical head of British pharmaceutical company.
Why do all young CEOs wear fucking hoodies?
Yeah, I know. He's wearing a suit with a hoodie.
Right. He looked like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to give you the stereotype of a young hip entrepreneur.
Yes. Well, he was an asshole in Harry Potter. He was an asshole here.
Wait a minute. He was in Harry Potter?
Dude, I was waiting. I knew you weren't going to connect the two. That's the fucking fat cousin.
No.
That's him.
Are you...
IMDb that shit.
No way.
I'm telling you, that's what's his name, Dudley or Reginald or whatever the fucking.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Where the hell is American? Harry Melling. Let's see. Where's his career? Shit.
I was like,
that's like, Dudley.
Yeah, that's Dudley. That's him. Like I saw him. I was like, even in this movie, you're an asshole.
Yeah. You could listen, pal. I'm your agent, and I just have to tell you.
Yeah.
You're going to be stereotyped as asshole. I can get you a lot of asshole work.
Yeah. You're definitely not going to be the lead role in a romantic comedy. Let me tell you, Dudley.
No, not with that schnoz.
No, might on. You see that thing? Had its own area code.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I got you a play. You play a jerk off. It's perfect for you.
I can't believe you didn't see it. I saw it immediately.
I never made that connection.
Dudley.
No, and usually
I was calling him Reginald.
Yeah, well, I'm usually very good with faces. As a matter of fact, we just recently watched all of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, well, Forgeticus.
Forgeticus.
Yeah, so yeah, he was your boy from Harry Potter. So yeah, I was like, when I saw him, I'm like, why does every young CEO have to fucking be wearing a hoodie? They look awfully stupid. Like, really, stop wearing hoodies.
And
right?
Yeah, and of course he's super evil. He wants to get his hands on all these immortals so he can do tests on them and
figure out their DNA
and then sell immortality to everybody.
Right.
While the CIA guy is in it for more of an altruistic thing. He wants to capture him for the same reason, but not to make money.
Right. He's in it for the science.
Well, he's in it to save mankind from sickness and disease.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, he's in it for the science, much like Mr. Bill Paxton in Twister.
And Twister.
Great movie.
Yeah, he's got a lot of core. I can't say it. Excuse me.
Got a lot of corporate sponsorships.
Corporate sponsorships.
He's not in it for the science.
Like, he's got a lot of corporate sponsorships. Yeah, that seems pretty smart. He can do a lot of science because he has a lot of
Your team is driving around in a fucking Winnebago and a station wagon, dude. Of course you want to get corporate sponsorship.
Yeah, they're all driving matching SUVs.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe you didn't get Harry Potter.
I did not connect him to Dudley.
Oh my God.
So it flashes back to Andromache's heyday back when they were they thought that they were witches.
Mm-hmm.
So because they try to kill them and they keep coming back to life.
Well, before they went back that far, they even went back to where one of the immortals dies, and she was explaining that. Remember the guy who was in battle, and he goes, "It's time, it's time."
Oh yeah. Yeah, she explains that immortals every once in a while will stop healing.
Right. When it's your time, it's your time.
And they
Everything
die.
lives. Everything that lives dies.
Yeah. And then right on cue, it starts happening to her.
Yeah.
But
Well,
in the past, it shows her with her friend.
right.
They're both immortals, and what they do is they take the one.
They took her friend, right?
Yeah.
Put her in an Iron Maiden.
Put it in an Iron Maiden and dump it into the
ocean.
The ocean. And she drowns over and over. She drowns and then heals and then drowns and then heals over and over again.
Right.
Which was pretty
gruesome.
Yeah, gruesome. When I thought about it at first, I'm going, holy shit, that's terrible.
Yeah. So
I'm sure it was supposed to be terrible.
I have a small problem with the timeline of her friend who was dumped in the ocean.
What about it?
So they were hunting for her for years and couldn't find her.
Right.
Saltwater metal is going to corrode a lot faster than the time they're in now.
Right. So
she would have been out years ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Right. They didn't say they searched for her but couldn't find her. She could have been
right. But my point is, she would have been out years and years and years ago. That lock would have came up. That lock would have corroded.
Yeah, I understand that. Not that fast. But remember, you're drowning over and over again. For how long is it going to take? 6 months? 6 months to a year to completely rot away?
Still, she's been missing for hundreds of years.
Yeah, so
that lock would have fucking rusted off.
What made you think that she would immediately try to find the other ones if she got?
What's her name? The new one, Nia.
Yeah.
Right. What's her name? Was Nala? What was her name?
Nile.
In the movie? Nile. Nile had a dream about it. That's how it came about. So she shouldn't have had a dream about it because she should have been out years ago, is my point.
My point is she was out years ago.
Then why did Nile dream about her?
She dreamed
in that state. Like she should have dreamt about her like drinking fucking tea or something.
Well, I mean, I'm not buying. It's like it's not that hard and fast a rule.
I'm just saying.
Maybe she dreamt about that because of that trauma. Her emotions were so strong about it. Maybe that's why.
Whatever. Okay, whatever.
Hey,
all I'm saying is calling bullshit.
How is that bullshit?
Calling bullshit. Locke would have came that couple of years. She would have been out. Great. I'm not saying she would have fixed her craziness. I'm just saying a couple of years she would have been out. Just saying.
So
if she didn't get eaten by a shark, because even immortals can't. You get eaten by a shark, that's it.
Yes.
And by the way, it's Shark Week, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, because they heal and stuff, but I didn't see them getting any kind of catastrophic injuries like losing limbs.
Right.
Or whether they would heal like Deadpool heals.
Right.
But I'm sure if like one fell into a sausage press,
they're a sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you eat the sausage, do you become immortal too? Just a little bit?
What's a little bit immortal?
Like, you can only heal like 6 or 7 times. It's not like, years and years.
Oh. Well, you're assuming that they're just you only heal from catastrophic injury. They're healing all the time. I'm sure, like
common cold.
Takes
it out of them.
I don't think
ingrown toenail.
Yeah, because if that counts as one of the 7, that's bullshit. Because I heal from ingrown toenail. That's one.
That's
Whoa! What?
Yeah. You got 13 mosquito bites. That counts as a bunch.
Yeah.
You're done.
That's it.
You're done.
You're over. You shouldn't even gotten those last few mosquito bites healed.
Right? That's funny. You're like, I got 13 mosquito bites, 7 went away right away. That's it. That's all you get.
That's what you got. 7 heals.
That's funny.
Each one counts.
Right?
It doesn't have to be a big one. So they catch 2 of the immortals.
Yeah.
And the evil Dudley is experimenting on them, and he's a real sadist while doing it too.
Right.
He's like torturing them.
Exactly.
And
they're together as well.
Yeah. It was he had that was a good line. I liked when he said, "What's the matter?"
Your boyfriend. That was cool.
Yeah. and he goes through that. So he's not my boyfriend.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was. And so the rest of them need to go get him out. Andy, meanwhile, is not healing, and she thinks because she stopped healing, that's why Niall became immortal. Yeah. That they get replaced.
Right.
So, but she still has all the skills of being a warrior for centuries.
Right.
So she's going in anyway.
Right. But she's not healing.
Right.
But she's not healing fast. So is she still healing?
I don't know. The way she says is they just don't heal.
Right.
So even though she's mortal, they're going in.
Right.
To get the other 2 out.
Right.
And there's a lot of comeuppances. Like the
one dude who was the traitor.
Yeah, the one dude. Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were sold out by one of their own.
Right.
Who was hoping that they could find a cure for it because he's tired of being immortal.
Right. So, and how, what was her name again? Niall?
Niall, yeah.
How Niall figured it out is Andy gave her a gun and said, once you're safe, get rid of everything. Gun had no bullets in it.
Right. And that was the gun the dude gave to Andy.
Yes. Yep. And she figured it out, and Niall went back and fucked everybody up.
Yeah, so they're all captured. Only Niall is left. She talks to Ejiofor there, the CIA guy, and says, "I'm going in." And he goes, "Well, I'm not letting you go in alone." And he cocks his gun. She's like, "No, you don't understand. I'm going."
I'm going in, but I can come out.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to come out.
So I'm going in.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck.
I won't let. I'd be she's like, I'm going in. I'm like, here's my card. You can get in everywhere. I'll see it. I'm going to be at Starbucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know how you do.
In. You do that. I'll be out here.
Yeah.
Waiting for you.
Here's my card. You have access to everything.
You sure you don't want me? You sure you don't want me to come?
Yeah. You sure now? All right. I'll be down the street.
Sure?
I'm gonna go get a. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna get a gyro. They're already done. $6.
Remember, that was it's your choice, not mine.
Right. You said no.
You said no. No takebacks.
Right.
So she goes in, like you said, fucks everybody up. She punches the female doctor in the face because the female doctor had that coming.
Right. Because she wasn't evil, but she had no emotion.
No.
So she deserved it.
Exactly. She did whatever Merrick wanted her to do.
Right. Yeah. His name is Dudley now, Jim.
Dudley, that's right. The evil Dudley.
The evil Dudley.
So Niall goes in, kills everybody, gets them all out, and they have a little confab, and decide what they're going to do with the guy that double crossed them,
Mm-hmm.
Booker, and they tell him, "Well, you're exiled for a year."
100 years.
Oh yes, was it 100 years? Yeah,
100 years.
yeah, that's right. It was 100 years. You're exiled for 100 years. We'll meet you back here in 100 years, and then
they will meet you back here. She said they.
Yeah, that's right. Because she's not going to be around.
Right. Or is she?
Yeah. So, and then they say to Geofor, well, you're working for us now, and you're going to erase our digital presence and
find us jobs.
And find jobs for us.
Yeah, he's like Bosley now.
What?
I said he's like Bosley.
Yeah, that's right. No, you fuzzed out when you said I didn't know who you picked. But in my head, I was thinking Bosley.
Hello, angels.
Hello, angels. Stop calling us that.
Stop calling us that. It's too good. I can't. I have to.
So, and then there's 6 months later, Booker is in Paris, and this woman meets up with him, and it turns out it is Quinn, or the one who was in the Iron Maiden.
Was in the Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah.
Who should have been out years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago.
So they basically set up the ending where this can be an ongoing thing. They could make more Old Guard movies.
Right. Now, they're just to let you know, they don't just intervene just to intervene. Every time they have intervened in something, it was saving something or doing something that saved mankind or helped mankind.
Yeah.
Either like they saved the kid who came up with the, or saved the lady who came up with fucking polio vaccine. You know what I mean? It's like shit like that.
Right. And not like it'd be, like I saved this guy whose kid turned out to be
right. Exactly.
This that helped the world. And
exactly.
Even though they did not know they were doing that, it was almost like they were instinctively doing it. Mm-hmm. And, but the CIA guy has been studying them for years and saw all of the chain reactions and he shows them at the end. He shows them his board and his work and says, all of the good you've done, and it gives Charlize a new lease on her where instead of thinking that they haven't been doing any good,
they've only been doing good. So here's my thing where I think Charlize is going to stay immortal.
Right, but
she got a shot in the chest or the upper shoulder,
right,
and a stomach one where she'll just bleed out and die, and the stab wound on her shoulder. She was walking around pretty fine afterwards. So would they take her to the hospital?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's possible.
She got wounds that were gonna end up killing her. And it did, and she did not die.
I know. She should have been
right.
She should have been on death's door.
Right.
She should have had chills.
They were multiplying. That's funny. That's funny.
So this movie was pretty popular on Netflix, and it got 81% at Rotten Tomatoes. So it's pretty positive. Well, what did you think? What do you give it?
What did I give it?
Yeah, what did you give it?
I'm going to give it a 3.5 because it didn't suck.
Right.
I really liked the stories. I thought the characters were really good. Everything about the team, how they interacted together was really great, because it really it sucked you in, as it wasn't just like the Chris Helmsworth movie, let's go kill people and then show up at a pool.
Extraction.
Right.
Yes.
Kill
it was a lot. It was a lot better than Extraction.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it wasn't just like kill, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And then, like, the backstory on each of them, you kind of, even though it was subtle, it really, it made you like them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I did like the characters.
Like, even the two guys together.
Yeah.
When he explained to the rest of them that he killed, why he loved him, you bought it. Like, you were like, they've been together so long and they've loved each other on a level. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, that's why he was like, he's not my boyfriend. Like, you bought that. When he said that, you bought that. That was awesome. And that's what I mean. Like, because they've been around for so long, and you got to, have little snippets of all of them that you bought. Like, even the dude being miserable, like, you were miserable along with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when it came to them, you were happy for them and you bought them. And then when it was focused on him and he was miserable, you were just as miserable. You felt just as miserable. I thought it was really well done.
3.5.
3.5.
I give this a 4.
4.
Yeah. I really liked it. I wasn't expecting anything great going in.
Me neither.
I was expecting kind of Extraction-y style.
Me too.
But I thought the whole mythos of them was well crafted.
Yeah, I like that. There's no one knows the origin. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. There was no origin story. They didn't do a whole lot of stuff in the past, but you can see, like you said, the relationships of people that have been together
for that long. Yeah,
for that long, and not just in their relationships, their interpersonal relationships, but their relationships while they're fighting.
Right.
How well they fought together. As a group, it seemed logical. It didn't seem too fancy, even though there was some fanciness and some posing you would expect from a superhero-ish movie. But I thought the fighting was well done. It wasn't blurry and close up. I could see what's going on. She whipped out that battle axe. That was nice. Pretty cool. And except for the overly cartoony villain, the evil Dudley. Yeah, I think he was a little overboard.
I agree.
I thought it was well. I thought it was very well done. And
if there's a second one, I'd watch it.
Oh, definitely. I'd definitely watch the second one. In fact, I thought I saw a note here on the old Rotten Tomatoes. Not Rotten Tomatoes. What's it called? Wikipedia. Oh, man, I couldn't even think of Wikipedia. That there's discussion of another one.
There you go.
And Charlie said, yeah, let this one rest a little, and then he'd be into doing another one. And I think that's wise. It's like, don't just crank another one, don't just crank another one out. Let it simmer a bit. And then
just for the love of God, whoever wrote it, let him write the second one too.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck it up. Let him.
And he wrote he He wrote this stuff for comics, so the story's already there. Just let him handle the story, because he handled it well this time.
Yeah.
And you know what I really liked about this movie? Hour 25, baby.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was tight. There was no fat on. There was no fat. It was all lean, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say there wasn't like they could have done without that. They could have done without that scene. Like you get it. Like
there was just enough. There was that's all I needed. I didn't people should make comedies and action movies for the most part should be an hour and a half.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing makes a comedy more unfunny than tacking on another 20 to 40 minutes.
Yep. Well, there you go. Check it out, people.
Yeah. So recommended. If you're fortunate enough to have Netflix.
Right. True. Fortunate enough. Everybody has Netflix now. So
there is everybody has Netflix. Got Netflix. Got Disney Plus. I don't have Hulu, although I heard on another show about a movie on Hulu I wanted to see, which is Palm Springs.
I heard about that.
Yeah, with Andy Samberg.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a Groundhog Day-ish movie. Except there's multiple people having the Groundhog Day in it.
That's funny. So, we could talk about, now that we're done with that, we could talk about what we're watching. Because I am watching something. And I say it every year.
You say so?
Well, because it's just Shark Week.
Oh, you're watching Shark Week?
How could you not? It's awesome.
I don't think I've ever watched Shark Week past the first one.
I love it. I love it all. So
what more could you be learning about sharks?
So there's sharks. There's a shark that has now its bottom fins. I guess there's like little bottom fins as well. They're learning to walk on the bottom of the ocean floor. Right. So now they're walking. Now they're walking sharks.
So you're saying that eventually they're going to come on shore and eat us all?
Who knows?
Because they'll eventually evolve into breathing air as well.
Well, here, bull sharks already can live in fresh water. Like bull sharks have been known to be thousands of miles inland, and they're the most aggressive, even more than great whites. So
now I can't go in lakes or rivers, is what you're saying.
So any waterway that ends up at the ocean, no matter what it is, creek bed, yes, bull sharks have been found in them. So
that's great.
Go figure.
That's great. So pools only.
But this is pools, right? Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, so after watching multiple shows on why sharks attack, but I can easily tell you how to not get eaten by a shark. It is super simple.
Don't wear a black wetsuit.
No. You can wear a black wetsuit. You can wear believe it or not, for some reason, yellow seems to be a trigger for sharks.
Wow.
But anyway, if you go into your pool or your friend's pool or your neighbor's pool, you won't get eaten by a shark.
Yep.
If you go into a body of water where sharks live, that's where you're going to get attacked by a shark.
Right. And I don't want to get attacked by a shark. I want to get eaten by a bear.
Right. That's my point. So all you have to do is not go in that water, and you're never going to hear from me like, oh, so I was in 2 feet of water, I was attacked by a shark, because I got my pool out back, so I go in that, and I know what the people are going to say. Well, what if you have a saltwater pool? Someone could throw a shark in. No, dummy. Saltwater pools still have chlorine in it. It'll kill them.
But if you had well, not right away. They have enough time.
Yeah.
They have enough time to at least bite you a bunch of times.
Well, if you're stupid enough to go into your beautifully clean pool and see a fucking shark and go in it, then yes, you deserve to be bitten and eaten.
I don't. Okay, then I'll stay in my shower.
Yeah, there you go. So when you come visit me, Jim,
No
can come to
sharks
my
are going
pool.
to be in there. How do I know you didn't
Right.
throw a shark in there?
Because my pool is crystal clear. So if I threw a shark in it, you would see it immediately. I don't have a huge pool.
Uh-huh.
I have a kidney-shaped pool. It's a nice pool. No sharks.
Did you? I just got to get me an eagle.
Say it again?
I just have to get me an eagle. You never said you didn't see that video? It was floating around a few weeks ago. They said it was a shark, but it turned out it was a tuna.
Uh-huh.
This eagle flying, like gliding over.
Oh, yeah. I
with
saw
the
that.
fucking with a fucking tuna in its talons.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you remember...
because it had sharp talons.
Yeah. Does it have sharp talons? You remember the shark attacks in Matawan Creek in New Jersey? Remember? That's
Kinda.
what Jaws is based on?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Matawan Creek, because it came up from the Raritan River, it was a bull shark in fresh water.
Right. Well.
Yeah, don't go in. Don't go in.
Well, the great white was in the creek.
No, it wasn't a. That was the pond.
The pond. I'm sorry. The great white was in the pond.
But that was all salt water. It was still nice try. That's in the pond. That's in the pond.
So you learned
There you
about
go.
bull sharks. There you go.
But I also
every
learned that
year
there's a
you learn something.
Every year I learn something, and this year sharks are now walking on the bottom of the ocean floor
We have
with their
walking
fins.
sharks.
Walking sharks. Look it up. Go ahead, kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what about that cat in the shark costume that rode the Roomba?
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
You never saw a video of the shark and the cat in the shark costume riding a Roomba.
No.
And in some of the videos, he's being chased after by a duck.
No, I have not. But
Well,
I will.
it's an
I will
old
have
one.
to check it out.
That's a, keyboard cat style days.
Yeah. So anyway,
not
that's
quite.
it.
Not quite Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Leroy Jenkins.
So that's
it. That's all I got.
that's 334, I guess.
Yeah, 334 in the books. We can close the book on that.
The real 334,
The real 334.
not that that false 334.
Yeah,
Put
not that
out.
bullshit from last time.
Yeah. Well,
Well, if you want-
I did number it correctly
You did. You
when
did
I
number
released it.
Right. I just said it was 334. So, anyway, if you want to send us an email,
So
yeah,
if
go
you
ahead.
have something to say,
yeah, for the 4 people who are fucking listening,
yes, for the 4 people listening,
go to destroymail@gmail.com.
that's right. You can send us emails there. Go to, if you want to support the show, you can do that in a couple of ways. One is you can go to Amazon to buy things, but before going to Amazon, click over to damshow.co first and click the Amazon link.
I got to say, man, I really got to start doing that because I was on Amazon today. I didn't buy anything.
Do you have
Yeah.
Amazon bookmarked?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you create a bookmark or rename that bookmark? Rename damshow.co as Amazon. So
Because
when-
normally I just buy stuff in my app.
you can do it on your phone too, man.
All right. You know,
You just go to the link on the phone. It'll dump you into the app, but
when I'm on there buying my ambient lighting for my backyard
that's right. And your ceiling fans and things.
and my ceiling fans.
So you can go click on that link. Doesn't cost you any extra money when you're shopping at Amazon, but you get a little commission off of anything you might buy.
There you go.
So you can give us money without really giving us money.
There you go. You can help us get money. without giving us money.
Wow. You rewrote it. You're a writer.
I am.
You can also help us by going to Apple Podcasts and leave a review.
Give us a review. There you go. Yeah, tell us how great we're doing.
All our reviews are old.
They are.
I don't think anyone has reviewed the show since we restarted it.
Wow.
After 10 years.
We haven't been down for 10 years.
No, we were down. No, we did 10 years. Then we went down for 2 years, and then we came back.
Ah, that's it? It was only a 2-year break?
Yeah, only a 2-year hiatus. So
it was an only 2-year hiatus?
Yeah. Season 2.
Season 2.
Of Destroy All Movies.
That's...
So leave us a review. This is a review.
Yeah, this is a review.
Stab me in the back.
So that's all I got, man. Make sure you go to Damn Junior there and listen to Hallmark's The Spot with James and Ellie, where they'll be talking about Hallmark movies, which is the exact same movie with different actors, one script, and either a Christmas tree, a pumpkin, a whatever holiday falls, they just insert that to the movie. It is the exact same script, and
you forgot one thing: the secret ingredient. Love.
Yes, it is one script that gets passed around to many actors, saying the same things in all the movies.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Have you watched Hamilton yet?
I saw part of it.
What part?
I don't know. It was a lot of singing, everything.
Well, the whole thing is singing.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a...
It's opera.
I know. Yeah. Some parts were really interesting. Like, I was like, wow. And then they kept doing it. And
I went back and watched it again. I said, I want to see The King again. So I go on there. It's my favorite song out of the thing. So I watch that, and then I'll let it play, and I'll watch some more. And I go, yeah. The more I watch it, the more I like it.
There you go. Well, good. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like what's the Johnny Depp one where he was the butcher.
Oh, no way. Sweeney Todd?
No. Sweeney Todd, where it's more singing than talking instead of more talking than singing. Yeah, right. I got to go the other way. I got to go with more talking and then break out into song, where if it's constant singing.
You'd like 1776, which is a lot of talking broken up with song.
Yeah, I could do that. But I didn't dislike it. Like, it was cool.
Yeah,
but it was just too much.
Watch the King George part. I'm telling you.
All right, I'll watch the King George part. I'll watch the King George part.
Oh, that is 334. All right.
Yep. That's all I got. I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Good night, damnation.
You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy All Television.
Damn Junior Podcast.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly classic TV, especially bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, Destroy All Television. Get it at damshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.